FIFA 23 is out now for everyone, and I'm sure you guys are thinking, which player should be your first career mode signing? I've got you covered, boys. In today's video, we're going to be going through the best young, high-potential players in FIFA 23. We'll have 3 players in every position, and also I'll have players according to various budgets. So even if you're managing a small club, you've got a player you can maybe look at after this video. Alright, let's start with the goalkeeper position, which could prove to be probably the most important position in your team. So make sure to invest correctly. If you're managing like a big club with endless amounts of cash, Gianluigi Donnarumma is your best bet. He's 23, so just about fits the criteria for this video. You're gonna have to pay about 140 million though to sign him, which is just ridiculous, but he's the best young goalkeeper you can get in FIFA 23, hands down. Moving down the order, we've got Illan Meslier from Leeds United, one of my personal favorites. He's a keeper I absolutely enjoy using, and I think in FIFA 23 he's going to be even better. His potential is, I think, 86. Good stats to start out, but you put him with a development plan, you're going to be sorted, and you can get him for as low as 18 million, but I reckon about 20 million is what you'll need to pay to get him. Now, if you're managing, say, a championship club or a club from the 3rd division, Arnau Tenas might not be a bad shout. He plays for Barcelona, but doesn't get much game time for them. The cool thing about him is that his contract's expiring, so you can literally get him for about 1.9 million if you fight, maybe 1.5 million. This could be the biggest bargain signing in career mode. Obviously, I have to make one more thing clear. There are a lot more goalkeepers you could go for. I'm making this video based on my personal opinions as well, so 3 players in every category that I like. I'm giving you all 4 centre-back options because usually teams play with 2 centre-backs, sometimes even 3. Josko Guardiola's got to be one of the most popular centre-backs you could sign. That's why I'm not in the favor of signing him, because he's going to be very mainstream, but I still think if you're looking to get the best young centre-back, he's certainly up there. He's left-footed as well, which is pretty rare. Great stats. That 86 sprint speed is what convinces me. Now, you're going to have to bring out the checkbook for this one. You can literally get him for 86 million. That's his release clause. But if you fight, maybe about 60 million should be a good price. Now, another alternative to Guardiola is a signing I really like. From Ajax, it's Jurrien Timber. The next Virgil van Dijk, he's absolutely rapid as well, but he's a bit more balanced on his stats, so it'll be a really useful signing for you because you can even play him at right back. Now, you can probably get him a little bit cheaper than Guardiola, which makes him a more attractive proposition. Okay, I may have accidentally put the wrong Mbamba over here. It was supposed to be this kid. Well, let's scout him. But yeah, if you want to go for an extremely cheap option, Noah Mbamba has to be. He's 17, and he's got crazy good potential. He actually got a potential downgrade to 84, but if you sign him and use him, you can probably use dynamic potential to make him as OP as you want, and you can legit get him for $1 million. Now, if you're looking for a better option, say you're a club in the 2nd division of the championship or 2nd division in France or wherever, and you want a centre-back that can help you get promoted, I think Giorgio Scalvini might be the one. 18 years old, molded in Italy, and you guys know Italians do defenders best. Now, he's not the quickest of players, so you're gonna have to work with that, but he's got super high potential. He's actually got 86 potential, and you can sign him for like 2.7 to 3.4 million. Now, for the left back positions, the best player you can probably sign is actually not Nuno Mendes, who I've put in here. It's probably someone like Alphonso Davies with that 84 overall, but I feel like Davies is so boring, whereas Nuno Mendes is a new player on the scene. He's got a game face as well, 18 rated, 20 years old. If you can lure him away from PSG, which you should be able to for about like 50 million, I think this is the best left back you can get. Moving on, now if you want to build your own next best left back, Ait Nouri is a solid option from Wolves. He starts out at 76 overall, and he's got a potential of 86. He is going to be unreal if you sign him up. Now, the bad thing about him is his space. He's not the quickest of left backs, but development plans can change that. He's got good all-round stats, and you can get him for like 15 million. Now, probably my favorite option, and you would have seen him in the Barcelona career mode we're doing, it's Alejandro Balde. He starts out at 71 overall. You can probably get him for 4 to 5 million. If you're on a budget, he's the player I think you should go for that left back spot. He's got a lot of pace, great dribbling as well. If you can just mold him into the player you want him to be through development plans, you're going to be sorted. Now we go to the right back position, and if you want to sign a superstar right back for your team, don't look further than Jeremiah Frimpong. He's got 86 potential, incredible stats to start out. He might be one of the fastest right backs in the game. 96 acceleration, 93 sprint speed, and you can get him for like under 40 million. Like, this is a no-brainer if you're managing a big club and want a right back. But of course, if you're managing a club that's tough on finances, you want to save a bit of money on your right back, Tino Livramento might be a solid option. I've used him a lot in career mode in previous FIFAs, and I see no reason why he won't be good in this FIFA. In fact, he's even better because he's got 84 sprint speed. And you can get him for under 15 million. Like, this is a brilliant signing. Now, moving on to the hidden gem, a player you can literally get for 3 million, but you'll have to wait until the second season to sign him because he's out on loan. But Goncalo Estevez has the same potential as Livramento, 85. He starts out at 70 overall, which means I reckon in the second season you should be able to get him for like 6 million. He would be the right back you would want in your Road to Glory career mode. These are my suggestions for the CDM position. You need a strong CDM to hold your midfield, and Sandro Tonali is probably the best CDM money can buy because he is just unreal. 84 overall, 90 potential. You're not getting quite better than that. He's going to cost you. You need to bring out the checkbook, but he'll be unreal for you on the pitch. Signing him and making him the next Pirlo would be fun. Next up, for a mid-table club, Oliver Skip. He's actually 77 rated, but we've simmed through a few months in career mode to get here, and that's why he's 78 rated and playing for Nice. But you should be able to get him for like 20 million. And he's got 84 potential and really good stats for the CDM. Finally, we've got the hidden gem of dreams, Romeo Lavia. His potential is 83, which means he's expected to go up almost 20 ratings. You can get him for, again, 1 million, maybe even less if you try harder. He's the kind of option you want for your RTGs. On we go to the central midfielders, and the absolute king for that position, alongside Pedri, I'm going with Jude Bellingham because I feel like I've put in too many Barca players. Jude Bellingham, 84 rated. If you're doing a Man United career mode, a Man City career mode, a Liverpool career mode, he's the midfielder you need to sign. He's English, he's got everything, crazy potential. What a player. Honestly, what a player. But you're going to have to pay the price tag. He's probably one of the most expensive players on this list. You're going to have to pay 105 million. If Dortmund are just, wanting to play a bit not nice, let's just put it that way, then you'll have to pay his release clause. Moving down, we've got Musiala. I always thought he was a left midfielder, but he's now reworked his game and he comes as a central midfielder, which makes him incredibly OP because he's super quick for that position. He comes as 81 overall, 19 years old. I think that's a solid bet. He's got a big potential upgrade as well in FIFA 23, but you're gonna have to bring out the checkbook for this one too. Vitinha has received a big upgrade in FIFA 23. He's 79 rated, 89 potential. If you've been watching PSG play, he's like the new Marco Verratti for them, literally. And I think he'll be a pretty fun career mode signing if you're doing a club that's pretty rich, because you're gonna have to pay about 50 million for him. To be fair, that seems like a good deal. Moving on, we've got the bargain pick in the central midfield position. You'd think a player from Chelsea wouldn't feature in this list in terms of being a bargain pick, but Kane Chukwuemeka, hopefully I've said his name right, 64 rated, but he's got 86 potential. That means that's a jump of 22 overalls. That's one of the biggest jumps in potential I've seen, which means he could be the real deal, and you could get him for like 2 million. He doesn't really have that many great stats to start with. The dribbling is there, the passing is there, but you're gonna have to really work through with him in an RTG. Moving on to the cam spot. If you've got endless money, don't look anywhere else other than Martin Ødegaard. He is just perfect for you. 84 rated, 89 potential. He was once called the Norwegian Messi, and he's finally coming into his own. You can sign him for about 65, 70, 80 million, but I think it'll be worth it. This is the signing you need to make if you've got endless cash and you want to spill the money on a number 10. We've got actually 2 Arsenal players for the cam spot. The second one is Fabio Vieira, who's also received a big upgrade in FIFA 23. He's now got 87 potential, great stats all round, and you can get him for under 30 million. Probably 20 if you try your best. And finally, a player that was talked about so much, but we never really saw what he's all about. He moved from Barca to PSG, now playing in Netherlands for PSV, 73 rated, but with 86 potential. This is your kind of like if you're managing a championship club, an RTG, but with with a bit of money, you go for him. You can get him for 6 to 7 million and you won't go wrong. A bit of a bonus player I'm going to give y'all, and that's Pablo Torre of Barcelona. 69 rated he starts with, but he's got 85 potential. Barcelona got him for a reason, and he could be like the next Pedri or Gavi, so you might want to consider him. Off we now go to the left wing position, probably one of the most exciting positions in FIFA. Cody Gakpo from PSV has come out of nowhere. How on earth does he have an 83 overall? He just about fits the criteria of being 23, but if you want a big player, someone fresh in FIFA 23, I think you gotta go for him. You won't even have to pay him crazy wages. You'll have to pay about 15 million to get him, but this sounds like such a fun transfer. He's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, really quick, great all-round stats. I like this signing. But honestly, my favorite left wing signing in FIFA has to be Ansu Fati. Like, trust me, you will not regret signing him. He starts off at 79. His potential is 90. There's a reason he's wearing number 10 at Barca. If you can sign him for about 40-50 million, I think it's a steal. He's got a release clause as well, but that could change depending on your save file, but he's going to be certainly one of my top picks. And for all you RTG merchants out there, we've got Morgan Rogers of Man City, 66 rated. You can get him for 2 million. Doesn't have insane stats, but good pace starting out, which I think is something you need. Like, yeah, this is one of those RTG classic signings. This is what I've got for you guys in the right wing position. Now, if you want a baller, if you've got the club with the money, Bukayo Saka. I like him a lot. He's a different kind of a right winger. He's also very versatile. I see him play left wing back for England, which makes no sense, but you want to convert him to a right winger and use him there. He's going to be amazing. Olise is like a cheaper option. Like, he's good though. He's good. You can get him for under 30 million, 25 million if you try. 77 rated, solid potential. He's actually got 86 potential. Gonna have to work with his weak foot though. He's got 4-star skills. I like this signing a lot, and he's only 20 years old and probably one of the most interesting players on this list. Luca Romero of Lazio. He kind of gives me next Messi vibes. 5'5", left-footed. The skills in the weak foot need to be improved upon, but you know what? This kid has got something. He's also left-footed just like Messi. 67 rated. So if you want to create your own storyline of the next Messi, Luca Romero might be the player. And I've got some really cool options for the striker position. The first one is Nkunku. Now you might think he's normally a cam, but lately he's been playing centre forward or even striker for Leipzig. He's basically a striker now, and EA have given him a massive upgrade. He starts out at 86, and this save file is now 87, but he's got crazy potential, 5-star skills, and I'm making an exception only because he's such a unique player on this list. You look at his stats, he can literally play anywhere. I know he's 24, but I'm making an exception just because of how unique he could be in that striker role for you. If you want, you can even make him a midfielder. That's what the crazy thing is about him. Moving on, Julian Alvarez. He is one striker I'm desperate to try out in FIFA 23. I think he's gonna be unbelievable in the Prem. The next Aguero, we know all that, but I genuinely feel like this is one striker that you guys need to be trying to sign, because you can get him for a really good price of like 50 million. So he's up there for me. He's already got like 80 finishing. Put a chuck a development plan on him and you're sorted. And this is now a striker I had no idea that existed. Wilfried Gnonto. 69 rated he starts out at, but he's got crazy potential of 85. He's a bit of a weird one. He's kind of short, 5'7", but he's a bit of a beast as well. A bit of a tank. I like that. And he's super quick, decent stats, but he's your RTG signing. But let's put it that way. You can get him for, again, a really good price. And with that, those were all my suggestions for career mode players you guys might want to consider if you enjoyed this video. If this video helped you, drop a like and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.